I feel energized, the sun is up. My most favorite one of all. I always try to make my camera see what my eyes are seeing, like the way the sunlight is falling through and landing on these yellow-orange curtains that we have in the room. But the camera doesn't see what I see, and I guess it's just a fact that tells you how beautiful our eyes are, like how unique they are. Anyways, welcome to another day. It's a lovely morning. Remember I said I didn't want to take coffee this week because I've overconsumed it in the past few weeks, but I felt like I need some bowel movement. I don't know if I've not been taking refugees or what's the issue, but I need bowel movements this morning, so coffee has to come back in the deal. Anyways, it's a lovely morning, and today I feel very artistic. I feel like getting into something artsy, doing something artistic and drawing, basically. Kicking off our creative week, I finished the scarf yesterday. The colors are actually kind of growing on me now, because at first I was like, do I like this color combo? But yeah, I do. The blues and the greens and this little bit of brown over here. I just like how it looks. It feels very nice. It feels very soft. It's very warm at the same time. I would want to keep on making scarves, but I don't want to have just a bunch of scarves at the end of the week. My sandwich is currently in the toaster. I'm waiting for it to be ready. I have mango. Mango season is almost coming to an end. I'm choosing to absolutely have my fill of sandwiches before we get exhausted, like we exhaust the brown in the house. And I feel like today is the last day we might have sandwiches, because you know brown packet usually has such few pieces, and when you're in a big household, if a packet has 24 pieces and you're 8 people, it's only going to last 3 days. I have a sketch pad that I have almost filled but not yet filled. This one has kind of random drawings I used to do back when I lived away from home. I remember the day that I made this. You see, it's a really cozy scene, and you can see there's a cat in bed with a teddy bear, there's some tea at the window, and the sun is setting, and there's a strawberry cake here and a cup of coffee. And this was a cozy scene that I made while I was watching Harry Potter. There's also these pages I love to do where I draw people alongside all their interests. Let me show you the one I did of myself. I actually never finished it. This is the one I did of myself. I feel like it's so cute. I don't know. I don't think she looks like me, which is absolutely fine. But this is me. Then we have like a cozy hillside area, because I would love to live in a cottage somewhere isolated from the rest of the world. Maybe just living near a small village of people. And there's me seated on a cloud. I've always thought about how it would feel to sit on a cloud, so that's my representation. There's a camera because I love taking photos using my phone, and I would love to have like a tiny digital camera. And then there's Chamberlain coffee, because at this time I was really in love with Emma Chamberlain's content, so I just loved her so much, and I love coffee. And then there's me and a very eccentric outfit that I really love, and I love the colors that are going on, and my signature, so pretty. There's this one I did while I was on a solo date in Uhuru Park, and I was people watching. I love people watching, by the way. I was people watching and drawing what was going on. There's the park ahead of me. I was seated like on top of a hill. I think I even did a video on that. Then there's this one, go out and be dumb. I think on this day I just felt like doing something really collagey, like just mixing so many different art forms on one page. Something I realized is I like the fish aesthetic. I love seeing tuna cans and sardine cans drawn somewhere. Then there's this one. This one I even made a TikTok about. Life is a blank canvas, so fill it up. And basically it was supposed to be like a random canvas filled with random things, and I actually really love this one. It has so much different textures, and I've stuck so many different things. When you touch it, you just feel a range of textures. You know what? Yesterday I was thinking about how being human is such a special thing, because I remember one time when I was trying to convince ChatGPT that I was about to say she or he, that it is conscious. I don't know why I was doing that actually, but I remember it said, oh my god, it said that it imagines the human experience to be so special, like being able to touch things and feel different textures. And yesterday I just closed my eyes and I touched different textures, and I was like, whoa, this is actually really surreal. And I guess the fact that you experience being a human every single day means you don't get to see that it's special because you're used to it. But if you're to add, let's say, a seventh sense or a sixth sense, like not the normal intuition but an actual tactile sixth sense, like something you can actually interact with, like sight, like smell, like taste and feel, if you were to add another one that is similar to the rest but different, you would feel like a whole new dimension has opened up to you, you know. For example, if we didn't have the sense of touch, and if I did this, I didn't feel anything, and then suddenly you give me the ability to be able to have the sense of touch, it would feel so new, because when I touch something, it has a weird texture. I can feel the texture of my hand, I can feel the warmth of this other hand, it has different temperatures, it has different feels, and it will feel so special. So I just thought about how tactile senses are so special, and even visual senses, as I was telling you right now. While editing this, I've just thought about how the senses that we have right now allow us to interact with a certain portion of reality. Sight allows us to see and to see how far things are or how near they are. Tactile senses enable us to feel textures and to be able to tell different textures from each other. There's the sense of smell, the sense of hearing. They each kind of unlock a certain dimension to the world or a certain way of seeing the world. Because if you think about it, if you enter a room, for example, you enter a kitchen and there's many sounds. There's the sound of someone washing utensils. If you withdraw the senses, all the senses except the sense of sight, there's a certain aspect of the room that you are interacting with. You can be able to see light, you can see depth, you can see objects. If you are to eliminate all other senses except your sense of hearing, you can be able to hear how far things are, you can be able to hear what's going on. So based on isolating just a single sense, you're able to interact with some sort of aspect of the reality that's around you. And I guess when they say that faith is a sixth sense, or your intuition in your gut is a sixth sense, it means that it opens up a new way of seeing what is already there, or of interacting with what is already in your reality. I hope you've balanced nicely. Good morning, welcome to Wednesday. It's a really gloomy day and I love that, but at the same time there are no lights. We have a blackout. We've been having a blackout since yesterday evening and I'm so bored. I have nothing to do, so I am doing a little fashion time. I want to try and style my clothes and take time to understand better how I like to style clothes, how I feel most me. And I love to do this whenever I can, like whenever I just have some free time. Most times when there are blackouts, this is what I do. I just pick a bunch of clothes like I have here and I try and style clothes. This time I'm trying to get a little bit more into having pops of color, because I feel like most of the times my outfits are very neutral colors. It's blue, black, white, brown, and if it's green, it's a really light green. It's not a shouting green, you know. And so I want to add a little bit of color to my outfit, so let's do a little outfit put together. Also tomorrow I have a date with a friend of mine who I haven't seen for literally almost 3 years. Let us get started and see what kind of outfits we'll put together. Okay, this is the first outfit. I have been having this oversized, what's it called, half sweater for the longest time ever. Since like 2 years ago when I got it back from Ushago, like our country home in Meru. It used to be my dad's back in the day and I like to steal his clothes from back in the day. So I got this and I have been trying so many times to style it, but it never worked. But today it's kind of working. This t-shirt is not mine though, it's my mom's. And when I put them together, you see the skirt, the bottom is kind of flowy, right? It has movement, it is very festive-y. And at first, when I thought of putting these two together, I was like, it's not gonna work. Why is it working? This is the first time I've actually made this feel like it works, because I love it so much, but it's never really worked. And I also thought the t-shirt's high neck would be like a no for me, but it kind of works with this other neck, like this v-neck kind of works with this neck. I don't know, I want to change the bottoms and see how it works with something longer. I also like the little peeking detail of a t-shirt underneath a half sweater, and this is how it looks as a whole. Girl, okay, let's talk. I feel like it works so much better simply because the top is baggy and the bottom is baggy as well and really long. I also like pairing masculine fits with feminine fits. So even if this top is kind of big and masculine, the tiered skirt gives feminine, so we have a good balance. I kind of wish this t-shirt though was a bit baggy so that it could add to this instead of being tight the way it is. I actually like this. Let me see how I would style it in terms of like the bag I would go with. That's the bag. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me talk you through this outfit. I have basically taken just a normal white dress, put a tank top that's actually folded on top of it to kind of make the neckline a bit interesting, because otherwise the neckline is just normal. And I have this black sling bag over it, and I feel like it actually is a nice fit. It's the kind of fit that when you look at instantly, it looks good. But when you start to examine it, you're like questioning the choices of whoever is wearing it, because why would I put a tank top on top of a dress? But I feel like when you're making fashion choices, you have to just be a bit unconventional. So yeah, I want to show you also how it looks with a more campy bag. There we have it. I definitely feel like this is my more favorite version of it because it really makes the green make sense. You know, the green is giving I'm going on a safari jungle walk, and then when I add this bag, the color itself adds to the look of safari. So this is what it looks like. I'm actually surprised at my ability to put together weird looking outfits today. Anyways, here's the full outfit. It's giving cowgirl. This might be my favorite one. I love it so much. Like, I did not even expect to like it. Mostly because I don't usually like putting my hair at the top, but it works. I like the shape of it. I like how it looks. And if I add some gel over here, takes it to a whole new level. We have this lacy top that I bought a while back. Actually, I love this top, but I've not been able to style it yet, and it feels like it might fit with this outfit. Then the skirt is the same festival skirt from earlier, and guess what? I have a matching bag. Like, the bag and the skirt look like they were made for each other. Do you remember me complaining about shoes? Yes, now I am here to complain again about the shoes. I really need to diversify my shoe game. Because I feel like I don't usually have official shoes. I don't have like cute doll shoes or something like that. I just have canvas sneakers. Just those are the only shoes I wear, literally. And I need to get some new shoes. I need to get different kinds of shoes. I like it. I like it so much. It might even be the one I end up wearing tomorrow, because I had something else in mind. But now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, I mean, theoretically, it can work because it sort of adds that free, loosey look to the fit. But at the same time, I feel like this outfit was more dainty and it had shape. And the jacket is just making it very straight. So I'm thinking, no, it's either I just carry the jacket on hand so that just in case it gets like really cold, I can have something to put on. But I don't think it works as it complements the outfit. It doesn't. Yeah, I don't think it does. My goal for today has not been hit. I wanted to be successful at putting colors together, and clearly all of my outfits are still revolving in the same 5 colors that I usually like. I did one more. I just switched out the jacket in the previous outfit. Everything is the same. The bag is the same. This is the same. But I switched out the jacket for this more striped white and navy blue pattern. I love this jacket, okay? But I just have never found a way to style it, and today everything is working. And this is one of the only jackets which fit me properly. Like, arms fit, length fits, like it's not too long at the back that it's uncomfortable. Pockets are a good size. Color is okay, you know. Anyways, my phone is dying, so I think we're going to have to end our little fashionista episode right here. This was actually so fun. I've still not tried so many different clothes, but I feel like I've mixed and matched things in a different way, because even before I would never match this navy blue with a brown. Never. But here I am doing it. Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. It is right now. It's 10:35. I'm supposed to leave at 11:20, something like that, because we're meeting at 1:30, and I want to have like good time to be in town. I am very excited. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why, but I'm so excited, and it's always a good feeling when I'm really excited to meet someone, because I'm an introvert. Most times I will not be happy to meet with someone, like to go out of my house and walk and have to meet someone else. Most of the times I don't usually feel so excited about that unless it's a specific person. And we've never met with my friend for today. for a while, like for like 4 years, 3 years. So the fact that I'm excited is a good sign. I'm so happy. I was very sleepy, so I spent my morning just editing in bed. But now I feel energized. The sun is up, but it's also not like really hot. It's just the kind of nice weather that you want to be outside, where it's kind of cloudy but also kind of sunny. So I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I want to get ready. I'm going to the shower right now. My hair is kind of a catastrophe, but we are just going to have to figure that out. Yeah, I'm just happy. I just wanted to tell you that I'm happy. You know that feeling you get before you see someone and you already know how it's gonna go? I'm getting ready to see a friend I haven't seen in like 3 years or something, and I realized something while getting ready. I wasn't nervous, I wasn't overthinking, I just felt calm, light, and even excited. And that's what we call intuition, right? Because when something's off, your body does tell you. You kind of start rehearsing conversations in your head, you feel some tightness within your chest, and you mentally prepare yourself. But when it's right, you kind of don't have to force it. There's no performance, there's no strategy, it's just ease. I think we ignore this feeling way too often. We try and be logical, we try and be fair. We convince ourselves that we are the ones overreacting. But your first feeling is usually the honest one. So maybe we should learn how to trust it. If it feels calm, lean into it. If it feels heavy, pay attention because your body knows before your brain does. Your gut is there for a reason. It's a natural compass that I think we all need to follow more. I'm done getting ready. I am late. It's almost 12. It's actually 11:42, heading to 45. So I'm just gonna leave right now. Here's the outfit. I was struggling about whether to tie my hair up or not. And I feel like I should have tied it up, but I don't have that time to redo that. I'm in white and brown. I feel so girly. I feel so girly. Let's go. When it comes to gut feelings, of late it's been an unspoken rule for me to always just listen to my intuition, whether it's to gauge someone who I'm forming a relationship with, or whether it's to gauge a situation in my life. I'm learning to trust my intuition. Speaking about gut feelings and intuition, I've also been learning how to build my life around listening to what my body tells me, listening to what my emotions tell me, because I think it's so easy for you to go through life ignoring the signals that your body gives you, the signals that could be leading to deeper issues than you think they are at first. I've been learning to listen to myself whenever I begin to feel stressed out, whenever I begin to feel under the weather. I don't just ignore it these days. I take steps to try and regulate myself, try and come to a position where my emotions are being felt and are being expressed. I just learned that it's so easy to suppress your emotions, and as someone who's kind of avoidant, it happens way too often and way too easily. So every few days I have to do a rain check, just check whether there's anything I'm ignoring, whether I'm actually listening to myself, and what emotions are there for me to feel that I am not allowing myself to feel. I just woke up and I was like, it's been a while since I went on a morning walk. Everyone outside is rushing to work, and you can just hear the motorbikes going at full speed. It's usually hard to get them after this time because business is booming. It's a really beautiful morning. I feel so relaxed. And when I woke up this morning, the first thing I thought of doing was watching a series and basically just going onto screens. And yeah, the chicken is like, what's wrong with you? We did not agree to be like this. But yeah, I found myself just wanting to directly open my laptop and just watch something, because yesterday night I was interrupted by the lights going away. There was a blackout while I was watching a series, and when I thought about how I felt bodily, I felt very tired and I felt exhausted, and thinking about waking up to begin like instantly stimulating my brain felt like it wasn't the right decision. I know we usually know that it's not right to be so stimulated by screens and all, but I don't know, we have this weird knowledge which doesn't help us much. But I noticed that whenever I'm on screens a lot, I don't feel as okay bodily. Like I feel tired, I feel sleepy. Anyways, of late I've been taking a lot of tea. Though I think the reason is because every morning I wake up with a partially dry throat. I think it's because my sister has been waking up so early and she's been having classes, so whenever she wakes up to get ready at like 6, she opens the windows. Since my head is near the window, like where I sleep, all the cold air just makes my throat really dry. So in the morning, I just have to make something warm. And since I don't like taking plain warm water, I just add a tea bag into it. This is passion and lime. And I have teas every morning. It makes me feel so grandma. I feel so old. It's also reminded me of something that I love thinking about. You know how you can have a dream life. You have a life that you envision for yourself. I know sometimes it's not always that clear in your head. You might even not even have a specific dream life. You just know some bits and pieces of what you want to do in the future, in your future life, in your prosperous future that you're going to experience. But I've always had a really specific vision of a dream life. And aside from, traveling, being able to afford stuff, having enough money to afford luxuries and nice little dates and nice little trips, aside from that, a very core part of my dream life is living in a cottage. I love cottages. I love the feel of a cottage. I love how they look. I just love cottages. And I would like to live in a cottage in the future, in a town that's kind of isolated from, not isolated, but a bit far from cities and not too far. I want to be able to access the city, but I don't want to be too close to the city that the city is literally influencing my environment. And in that town, I don't want to live inside the town. I want to live like maybe 1.5 kilometers away from the town, such that my house is one of many little isolated cottages. I don't want to be in a cottage alone on a hill, like completely isolated, no, but I want to be at a walking distance to every other home. I want to live near a family which has a big farm so that I can go there and they give me milk for free because we are friends. Because if I look at the plan of my dream life, milk is the one thing which I cannot produce for myself, because I will have a farm, I will have a tiny farm with berries, I'll have chickens, I'll get eggs, but I don't want to take care of cows. So I need to have a farm near me, where a big farm, these people who have like serious farms, they have like 10 cows, I don't know how many sheep. I want such a farm near me, and I will be friends with them, I will make acquaintances with them, and I will always pass by for some milk and some little goodies for them to give me. And basically I want to live a little homey life for myself, like a cute cottage, a warm cottage. I want to have a farm, a tiny farm of berries. That's the only thing I want to plant, berries and cherry tomatoes. Okay, maybe I will also want to plant other things, but that's what I have in mind right now. And to just live a really content and peaceful life, away from noise and away from too many people. I mean, it sounds like an introvert's dream, but it's always been a really specific want for me to have such a life. And whenever I think about it, I just get such a mellow feeling. I feel so relaxed and I feel so excited, and that just makes me feel better. Yeah. And in my little cottage, I want to be taking trips, visiting places, traveling, but always just coming back to my little cottage. I think that's the kind of life I would want. That is currently the version of the dream life I have in my head. And so I've been exploring. This is my journal. I don't know if I've ever shown you the new journal for the new year. It's a bit smaller than usual, which I like because it's easy to carry around. And I have been exploring new ways of journaling, new styles of journaling. And so for today, I am going to be outlining what I've told you, but in more detail. I want to be able to visualize it in much more detail than I can right now. And so I'll do that by writing it all down, just brain dumping it, but in detail onto my journal. And then I just want to have a relaxed day. I feel like my voice has been hinting at going away, but my teas have literally been pulling it back, like, where are you going? Come back here. So I'll keep on taking this, then we'll go have breakfast and start the day. And I don't know what else. I'm just so mellow. I'm relaxed right now, and I love it. I love it. Yeah, it's also pretty cold because of the morning walk. The air was cold, and I found someone at my spot again. I walk all the way to the river, and I find there are people already there for a morning swim. I low-key wish I had the guts to go for a morning swim in such a river. I mean, in a normal river, like a normal, actually clean river, I would. But this river, I see people washing their clothes there, dumping the water. I see people, throwing all kinds of things into the river. And it's actually tried to stay clean, but you can clearly see there's some layer of sewage in some areas of the river, and I don't think I'd be comfortable swimming in such a place. Oh, that's another thing to add on my dream house setting. I want to have a little pond, or a little, just a nice little, almost, I wanted to say lagoon, but a lagoon should be near the sea. Oh, I'd also like to live near the sea, so I don't know if my cottage will be near the sea, because I was thinking it's going to be on a hill, but a hill and a sea, does that really go together? I think so, because even in places like Mombasa, you do have hills, but they're not next to the sea. So I guess I have many different versions of this dream life, but yeah, I'd love to have like a pond nearby where I can go and swim. I like the idea of swimming in natural waters, aside from swimming in pools and all, just swimming in natural waters. And there's this place I've seen that has like crystal clear water. Like, you look through the water and you can't tell there's water, you just see plants at the bottom, and that is just a dream. Life is so exciting, and life is just also crazy, but it's also exciting. And I feel like the part of life that's exciting is the fact that we don't know what's going to happen. Yes, of course, it's scary, but there's also the possibility of everything you've ever wanted coming to pass. And I think we don't consider that. We don't think it's possible for us, but it is. And today, when I was walking, I remember thinking, every day is a new day is something crazy. I'll just leave it at that. Like, if you want to digest that, go on and digest it. If you don't, just leave it at that. But every day is a new day. That's crazy. Every day is a new day. That's very crazy. It's very crazy. I'm done right now. I wrote like 1.5 pages. I feel like I'm going to make it a tiny tradition, not tradition, but just something, a routine, to constantly add additions to this dream life and kind of try and describe, let's say, a day or half a day, and just go into detail about what I was doing, or what I am doing in the dream life. Because something new I've started doing when I'm journaling is journaling in the present moment. Instead of writing, I want to have a cottage, I want to do this and that, I write as if that's what I usually do. Like, I have a cottage, I usually go to this, that and the other, I walk to the town, I go and buy this and that, and to kind of just write things in the present form instead of in I want to form. And I even noticed when I write in desiring form, I feel like I don't have it. Like I feel like I am actually just desiring something but I don't have it. But when I write as if I'm already in it, I even can visualize and see myself doing what I'm writing.